Hello guys, welcome to Cav Geek. Today we will be talking about daily code 002. So let's say we have a given an unsorted array, right? We have an unsorted array A of size n of non-negative integers. So we need to find a continuous subarray which adds to a given number s. So let's say we got an array, right? We got an array. Let's take example 1, 2, 3. We have 7 and we have 5, right? We got some, right? So this sum, right? This s we have over here. So we got sum of, let's say, 12. So we need to find a subarray which is supposedly 2 3 7 in this case. 2 plus 3 plus 7, which is equal to 12, right? Which is a continuous subarray which can add up to the given sum of the uh, by the user itself. Okay, so let's see how it's done. It's kind of a simple task, not a difficult one. So we need to make three variables. We have to make a variable with, let's go with variable I, right, which is a start. We need to make a traversing variable which can be denoted with k, which is called traversing variable, right? We can also have s, which is the current sum, which is the current sum up till we have traversed. So for example, we are traversing, let's a live example, we got 1 2 3, we got 7 and we got 5. So let's say we are traversing from here up till here. So we go from here, right? So what the current sum is, we have 1 when we are over here. The current sum is 3 when we are over here. Current sum is 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6. Over here we got current sum is as 6 plus 7, it is 13, right? So and so on. So this is what we are using s for. So to solve the problem, we have to remember one thing, that to solve it, if the value of s, if s is greater than sum which is given by the user altogether, we need to increment the I, right? So we have I over here in starting position. We have I over here in starting position, right? So we have to increment the I over here. It will go over here up till we say we have to do it till s is equal to sum or s is less than sum. This is something we have to remember. We have to do it up till this point. So we got 7, we got 5 and so on. So I shifts from this position, from this position to this. Okay, so let's take it separation. Yeah, so I shifts from 1 to 2 and so on. If what sum is gets lesser than the current sum, that's something important you have to remember. If it gets equal, we simply print out k, which is a traversing variable, right? So k goes from here, then k goes here, then later on k goes here and so on. So let's write a simple code to actually understand the whole algorithm. It's simple. We call it def out the function. We got sub array, right? We got sub array. We take an array from the user. We take a sum1, which is the current, which is the sum we have to find, right? So we first find out the length. So I should write comments as well. Maybe you remember. Let's find out the length. Okay, so we have n is equal to length of array. So after that we initialize two variables. I is equal to 0, which is the starting variable, which will tell from where our continuous subarray is starting. So it will, let's start with, let's say, it will tell where our continuous, let's put continuous subarray is starting, right? We have s, which is should be equal to 0. It is a current sum, that's right. So we have starting variable, right? We are saying for k in range, what, call it n, right? We have to remember, is k is traversing variable, right? So let's go. So we add the sum. We have s is equal to arr of k, which is have to remember, plus the sum, the whole sum altogether. Now if the s gets greater than someone, and we have to also remember this thing which we not discussed in the previous talking thing, is that our k, sorry, our traversing variable I should be less than equal to this starting variable I would say. Yeah, so starting variable I should be less than equal to jk, right? K, right? It should not uh, supersede k altogether, because k is the ending variable of our continuous subarray which we are calculating. So we go with s is equal to s minus arr of I. You have to remember, right? So why we are doing is, let's go back to our previous examples over here. So why we are doing is, if we move our, what do you call it, the starting variable, right? We move our starting variable I, we need to subtract it. So let's see how it works. So we have 1 2 3 5, yeah, 7 and 5, right? And we need to find, so our I is currently at 1, sum is equal to 1. I goes to 2, sum goes to, let's say, what, 3. It's 1 plus 2 3, right? So I goes to 3, sum goes to 6, I goes to 7, sum goes to 13, right? So 13 is, in this case, we have 13 is greater than 12, right? 13 is greater than 12, so we move our starting position just one ahead. So what we do is, we say 13 minus 1, which is here we got, is equal to 12. And we got the answer. So what we do over here is, we subtract I, the, the initial position, right? So as you can see over here, we talk about this I, right? So this I is nothing but a k, right? So you can just change it altogether. If you're getting confused, we can say it's all about k, right? K is traversing, I is stationary, but I moves, right? So I is stationary, but I moves over here. If this is true, what, 13 is greater than 12, right? So we say s is equal to s minus array of I. Altogether we say I is equal to I plus 1, which is an important task altogether again. So now if after doing the whole shebang, I would say, we get s is equal to someone, well, magic happens. We return simply what, I comma k, right? Where I is our initial point and k is our ending point, right? But if it's not true, okay, so let's say it's not true, it's something else or whatever reasons are there, right? In that case we got nothing, so we will return, let's return -1 in this case, right? So let's say return -1. We got nothing from all that things, like all the shebang going on, and we got absolutely nothing. This is something, that's all. Okay, so let's take an example. Let's say we got an array, right? So we initialize an array which goes from 1 2 3 7 5, which we took example before, right? We save our mm, sum is equal to, we should not use sum, it's a reserved word, more of like, so say sum2, right? So sum2 is given by user is 12. Okay, so we call our simple, let's call our function, we call subarray, right? We pass array as variable and sum2 along with it. We say enter, and we got 1 comma 3. Okay, so let's see, we have array over here. Why we got 1 comma 3? We are currently assuming that it starts from 1, right? So it got 2 plus 3 plus 7, which is equal to 12. You can say one more example if you want to. Let's say we got sub array AR, right? And we got, not instead of 12 which initially passed, let's pass 17, right? So what we get if we pass 17, we got 1 comma 4. In this case we are adding 2 plus 3 plus 7 plus 5. What you have to remember during the whole thing is that we are using array, right? So we array starts from 0 rather than your initial values. Okay, so let's see over here, right? So let's go with black color, no, maybe yellow color sounds good. Yeah, so array starts from here. Okay, my bad. Yeah, array starts from here, right? So yeah, okay, array starts from here up till here. This color is not good again. Array starts from here up till here, right? So this is 0 and this is 4, right? So got 1, 2, 3, 7 and 5. For this we got 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So we got 1 and 4. If we add from here to here, we'll get 17, which we exactly asked for. Yeah, asked for. Thank you guys. That's all the question is all about. We simply write a simple function, and that's all. Thank you so much and have a nice day.